Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our canyoneering adventure trip tonight. I'm just going to run through these slides, sharing my screen right now. Hopefully you can see this. So we have a lot of upcoming adventure trips. You can go ahead and pause this and take a look at this later, but we do have more online meetings and classes along with adventure trips. A lot of fun things in the works we're excited to introduce you to. So tonight we're just going to be talking about the Canyoneering adventure trip. This is my company, Live and Thrive. My name is Cheryl McLaughlin, and my email, phone number, and my website, visit liveandthrive.com. And again, the purpose of this little recording is talking about my kayak or my canyoneering pre-trip meeting. We have several trips coming up. So before we start, I just want you to know that you could be getting this trip for free. So think about that as you're watching this little presentation. There's two ways to do it: by inviting and having 5 friends or family attend. You will get your trip for free. Needs to be all of equal value, of course. Or if you buy 5 canyoneering trips yourself, you'll get the 6th one free. So there are ways to earn this trip rather than having to pay for it. You will get ready for the experience of a lifetime. This is an awesome thing to be able to go canyoneering, especially in Utah. It's an amazing place. And we will be taking you to a place south of Salt Lake City. It's about a 3-hour drive. And you will be kayaking, sorry, not kayaking. You'll be camping, canyoneering, and hiking. It's a combination of those 3 sports. And I hope as you're looking at all these pictures, you'll see the terrain that you will be on. It's so invigorating and very different from a lot of places in the world. So this is one way to go through a canyon on somebody's back. Not recommended. But these are your guides. These are experienced, quality, amazing guides. Raina, she is actually my daughter, and Chad, my son-in-law, they are professional canyoneering guides, also rock climbing guides, backpacking guides. Anyway, they have done this for a living, and their beautiful dog, Callie. We love Callie. Anyway, this trip involves 2 full days of learning and practicing valuable canyoneering skills, along with survival and self-reliance skills. The terrain is amazing. It's definitely one of my most favorite sports that I don't get to do enough, but here is me rappelling down a wall. This scenery is near this scenery. You would never know that that is so close to this. These slot canyons are hidden all over central and southern Utah. And you got to know where they are and know how to navigate through them. So we have several dates coming up. And some of these will be converted over to some of our camping trips or whatever. So definitely let's get you on board for canyoneering and pick the dates that you want, and then the ones that are not used, we will use for some other trips, different kinds of trips. We have never been able to offer this many opportunities to go canyoneering, so definitely take advantage of these trips. It's an awesome experience. This is designed especially for a lot of beginner and intermediate levels. No prior knowledge, skills, or experience is required. So we call it challenge by choice. Everyone does need to go through the canyon, but you can make it as easy or as challenging as you like. And expect about 3 to 4 miles a day of hiking. So it's not like a hiking trip. You are hiking to and from these canyons. And then you might spend only a half a mile in an entire canyon all day long. There's plenty to do. So it's not about speed. It's an individual sport experienced in small groups. We take a minimum of 5 participants and no more than 10 people. And again, you've got 2 guides with you. These are not your guides. This is me and my husband scrambling through some rocks when we were canyoneering. But this environment is awe-inspiring, empowering, peaceful, personal, relaxing, quiet, and safe. I like to call it a canyon paradise in a beautiful, hidden, remote area. And there's just so many of them. It's really remarkable. Canyoneering involves thinking and problem solving, which is why I love it. It's very different than hiking, and it's a lot more thinking, kind of like putting a puzzle together. So here I am going down an area. Just get to think about how I want to go down that. Plus you do have expert patient guides coaching you all the way, so you can stay within your own abilities. In canyoneering, there is no running or jumping allowed. Most of our trips are 2-night trips. A few are 1-night trips. So if you can't do a 2-night trip and you can only get off for 1 night or 1 day, then let us know. We will try to accommodate you. We do have some that need to be shorter, and we're accommodating them. So again, most of our trips are a 48-hour trip, Thursday evening to Saturday evening, and our 24-hour trips would be Friday evening to Saturday evening. This is just some of the amazing type of terrain that you'll be going through. So what is provided on this trip? You will have qualified, experienced, expert guides with technical canyoneering skills. That is really important because this is technical. It's not just hiking. You'll also be provided with a backpack, helmet, ropes, harness, technical gear, and a checklist of what to bring and not to bring, and also personal instruction and coaching, which is really important. You'll also receive 5 meals. Friday, it'll be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Saturday, it is breakfast and lunch. You'll also receive a group campsite for 2 nights. So everybody can be spaced out. You can sleep in your own tent or a vehicle, a hammock, a trailer, whatever you would like to sleep in. Some places that we go to will have options for lodging. I know not everyone likes to camp. There might be some places that have cabin, vacation home rentals, hotel, or whatever, but not all the places that we go has a town nearby that you can do that. So definitely let us know if you don't like to camp at all, and we'll make sure we get you on another trip that there is a place closer, an optional lodging. So the cost for this, for the 48-hour trip, is $3.99 a person. For the 24-hour trip, it's $2.50 a person. Price is the same if you bring your own food, and that is a great price for 2 professional guides who will be staying with you the entire time. There is a $100 deposit to reserve your spot, and the balance is due 15 days prior to departure. Once we get up and running, we have kind of been stalling as to when we were actually going to start. So once we get up and running, if we can receive the balance in time, and you have a few different options of paying through Venmo, check, or cash. And there is my Venmo information. The guides will also be contacting you prior to leaving on the trip. So they want to know some things, and they will talk to you privately about different things. You'll receive photos of yourself by your professional guides who will be carrying cameras. You won't be taking your own camera because there's too much of a chance of losing it or damaging it in these canyons. So the itinerary, you do need to be near our campsite at a specified specific location by 8:30 p.m. You'll meet your guides. They will have a 1-hour important pre-canyoneering meeting with you that evening. And the specified location will be near our campsite, and it will, everyone will know where that is, so it'll be easy to find. Snacks will be provided. Friday morning, I go to sleep after that, wake up Friday morning between 7 and 8:30 a.m. You'll have breakfast, prepare your sack lunch, and all the breakfast and lunch makings will be provided. And then on Friday, plan from 8:30 to about 5:30, plan to drive to the trailhead and have a full day of hiking and canyoneering. From Friday evening, 5:30 until 7, you'll receive a delicious dinner prepared by talented guides and chefs. They are multi-talented, and that will be served at the campsite. You're in for a treat. Chad is an amazing cook, and Raina is awesome as well. And you'll have free time Friday evening. Same thing Saturday morning. Get up 7 to 8:15 a.m. Breakfast, prepare a sack lunch, and break camp at 7 or Saturday 8:30. You will leave for the trailhead again for a full day of hiking and canyoneering. By 5 p.m. you will return home, or if you choose to stay longer on your own, you could do that. Or choice number 3 would be to negotiate an extra day of canyoneering privately with your guides. So 3 options. Campsite does accommodate multiple vehicles, so everybody can drive on their own if they would like. However, to keep it from being so lonely, we can have everyone caravan, just follow each other on our way down to this location. So during this 3-hour drive, that would be, some people would be leaving from Salt Lake. And about a few things, the exact canyoneering location will not be known. The guides will make that call based on weather, the abilities of those who are attending that particular trip, and they will make that call to make sure it's safe and make sure it's appropriate for the group that's coming down. And also dirt roads, you don't need to worry. Any of the vehicles will be able to accommodate that. Alcohol consumption, just know that if you drink too much, you may lose your money by not being able to attend the next day if you have a hangover or have any kind of inability to go into a canyon, and Chad and Raina will make that call. So be aware of that. You do need to bring broken-in shoes with rubber sole that can bend easily in the canyons. Also, we suggest getting thrift store clothing items like long pants, a long sleeve shirt, things that can be torn. They're not going to be your favorite clothes. And also bring a positive, cooperative, teachable attitude. We love that. Don't bring your dog unless special arrangements with the guides have been made in advance. Also leave any valuable jewelry, watches at home, special electronics. I mean, you can bring your phone, but it won't be coming in the canyon. Quality clothing and shoes, please leave those home. This is, hopefully you've been able to see some of this terrain. It isn't for your nicest shoes and clothing items. The guides will want to know about any food allergies or dietary restrictions that you may have. Also, they need to know about your physical abilities and general health issues so they can respond to that if anything were to happen in a canyon. If you don't, if I don't have you on my text message list, would really like to be able to have you text me the word canyoneering with your name so I can keep you in the loop for all the very latest. And my slogan, don't just survive, live and thrive. And if you have any questions, please text me and I will be more than happy to accommodate you, find out what your concerns are or anything like that. Thank you so much, and really appreciate you coming to this class tonight.